I enjoy this game so much more than anything. It's managed to occupy the last 4 years of my life pretty much non-stop. Couple of breaks here and there, but at a fundamental level, I do really love this game. However, it's the poor decision making and policies by the company that make me feel disheartened and angry. With anything in life, I think people complain so much about something because they want it to succeed. We complain because we just want the game to be the very best it can. We complain because we care. I just want that to be very clear, and I don't want people to think that I'm just being negative and I'm being angry or whatever just for the sake of getting free views by roasting Konami or something, because people have that misconception about some videos or certain people. I'm not the only one. So anyway, you might think that I'm being very over dramatic over this scrambled egg card, but I'm not. You see, scrambled egg is the tip of the iceberg. This is the cherry on top of this horrible, disgusting, poorly made cake. And for the longest time, we've just accepted that we like shitty cake. Let me explain why scrambled egg is a bigger problem than you think. And I don't mean at a gaming level. I don't mean it's a problem for the meta. I mean what it represents. You see, scrambled egg is the fulmination and coalescing of everything wrong with this company. They don't listen to their players. They don't talk to their players. They don't communicate with their players at all. They are out of touch with the game. They don't know what players want. They don't understand what players want. They have no conceivable understanding of the game and how players are doing and how players are playing at the game at the highest competitive level to the very sort of casual fun level. Both ends of the spectrum are continuously fucked by poor decision making, bad business choices, overly expensive cards, poorly managed ban lists, just a complete lack of interaction with the player base. Whether they intend that to be the case or not is a completely different story. But as someone once said to me, actions are louder than words, and we can only be judged by what we do more than what we feel or intended to do. So really all we can go by here is what we've seen for the last few years, and to tell you the truth, there hasn't been much. So I posted the following quote or whatever on Zodiac as a joke, but I wanted to repeat it here because I do think that it is pretty on point. So someone at Konami somewhere, sat down to decide the imports for the Extreme Forces. You know, they all had to come down and decide and eventually come to the conclusion, what are we going to put in this set? What are we going to import? What are we going to bring? So they read their cards, and they read cards like Needle Fiber, Cherubini, Patchwork, Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon, Nyarla, Biphomet, Security Dragon, so many other cards, so many other. You guys probably know better than me. You guys probably know all the different imports you're waiting for that they still haven't released yet, that you'd love to see released. And I know some of the ones I mentioned will inevitably get here, but things like, you know, Nyarla, Revolution Dragon, Patchwork, we just don't know, okay? So the point is, they read all of these cards, and some of these are years old at this point, and they read them and they think about it. They scratch their chins and they talk to some colleagues, have some meetings, send a few emails, productive talks, you know, trying to like decide, what do we bring? What do we bring to the TCG? They could have given us Patchwork, Nyarla, anything else, anything at all. Anything useful, fun, enjoyed by the community, anticipated by the community for a long time now. But they decided to give us instead Scramble Egg. Now, I know some of you listening just now are probably physically laughing at that line, okay? And it's just tragically funny. Because in its reality, it's not funny. It's only funny insofar as how dreadful and tragic a situation and laughable this has become. How many of these cards did I just mention, and there's probably more, again, like I said, that would be a ton of fun to play with? Instead, that very precious and limited import slot in the set was taken up by a meme. There is a time and place to make jokes, and I don't have anything against Scrambled Egg specifically. It's a funny card, and I'll probably make a duck deck or some shit on stream for fun. But when it's an import, when you're taking up those vital spots in a set that could have been given to other cards people really wanted and have been begging for years, some people have waited years for Patchwork. You gave us Scrambled Egg instead. It's not funny to play with people's money. It's not funny to play with your consumer base. You're very loyal, very loyal consumer base, and just fuck them like this. It's baffling. So I want to know your thoughts on this, and if you feel as strongly as I do, maybe I am just overreacting. Maybe I'm looking for any excuse to complain and any excuse to get some views or whatever, because, hey, complain videos get lots of views generally or whatever. Maybe that's what you think I'm doing. That's fine. But if you do feel like that outrage is justified or not justified, I just want you to let me know in the comment section down below. Tell me your thoughts on this whole situation, what you think. And yeah, I just want to know, like, maybe I'm alone in this. Maybe I'm talking complete rubbish, but I feel like I'm not. So, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hashtag egg scramble in the description if you've listened this far. Hashtag egg scramble.